Hey guys, this part of the vlog I want to talk briefly about ZR1. Man, it is a frustrating process as a retailer trying to give you guys information. And it's frustrating for you as consumers out there trying to buy ZR1 that want to order a specific car, and I get that. The allocations are controlled. I've said this before, and I got to address it because you're towards the end of ZR1. There's a lot of stuff going on. Let me just kind of get to the point. So if I ordered a Stingray, a Grand Sport right now, I can tell you within 5 days when that car's coming. Even Z06s seem like they're being pushed out a little bit further in the production process than the regular cars, but I'm still giving you guys a real good idea. ZR1, you got to wait till GM says, here, you have an allocation. We had a list and a number that GM gave us, you know, a long time ago. We're still plucking away at that list, but GM won't tell us now because they're off kilter as far as how many cars that they're projected that they really are going to build now rather than what they thought they were going to build. So they're not telling us how many more that we're going to get. And here's what's happening. They're frustrated seeing a lot of cars out there being sold over sticker, cars that are showing up in inventory that aren't sold. So they want to focus on the remaining allocations for cars that are actually sold going to a specific customer. Let me expand on that for just a moment. Take a drink of water. And I guess if you guys could have seen what my morning has been like leading up to the point that actually motivated me to turn this camera on right now, you'd go, wow, man. So I'm trying to condense all that for you right here on the vlog for you guys that are looking at ZR1. So what I mean by sold order, they're looking for an order that is for John Smith in general terms, a specific car, not me just ordering a car that I would order for my inventory. So we're trying to, and all you guys are on the short list. I've already sent you an email. A lot of you have responded. I said, this is the only way right now at the end of the thing that we're going to have an opportunity to get these orders. So give me your information. Give me what you want on the specs. Let me submit it to GM. So they'll be able to scan the system and say, okay, Rick has this many sold orders waiting. So when the pool of cars is being distributed, and being that we are a top 10 national dealer that we talk about, so you know, yeah, we take this serious, but we still got an opportunity to get stuff for you. That gives us a better chance having that order in the queue. You kind of having your hand in the air, yes, I want the order, for them saying, hey, we can get the order. Now here's, I wasn't going to talk about this, but you know what, it was on the top of my head, so I am going to talk about this. So here's what's bizarre. So let me go back, I apologize. I just start feeling a little bit better, and also I'm trying to do a million things, and now I'm worn out, and I feel like I've been in a boxing ring with Mike Tyson. It's nuts. So I had a guy, just when I was getting back to work not feeling well, and I'm nowhere close to 100%. I'm using anything I can to stay in contact and communicate with you guys. So there's a guy who drove 2 hours a couple of weeks ago, came up here and took over an hour and a half of my time. Very nice gentleman. I'm not upset about that, but I kept hearing all the allegiance he has to this other dealership. Well, if you've got all this allegiance to this other dealership, you're sitting in my showroom, and man, I'm behind. I really need to get to my customers unless you're going to take advantage of the proposal that I presented to you today. He's been waiting. He's a smaller dealer he's working with ZR1, and I would have to assume at this point in the game, most of the smaller ZR1 dealers have already gotten their cars or are about to get their cars, and there's not any more coming. Try to tell them that. Hey, you still can have it serviced at that dealership, blah, 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 blah. I said, here, I can take the order, I can submit it, I don't even need a deposit. All I want to do is submit the order, have it in the queue, have your hand, my hand in the air. Yeah, we got a customer that wants a ZR1. Now, had he done that when he was here, his order would have been pulled already because I did get an allocation. He would have been next in line. But now he's still waiting. Didn't take advantage of it. But all of a sudden, here comes, well, here's a guy that seems to know what's going on. Let me just rattle another 40 questions at him. And you guys that I presented this to you to, here, let's submit the order. If and when your order comes up for pull, is the best opportunity to do that. Then I'll have the discussion with you. Then I'll answer your 50 questions. Then we'll go through it line by line. That's the time to do that. Right now, I'm just trying to communicate with you, give you an opportunity to be in line, to be in queue, and to have a shot for us to get the allocation, for you to get the allocation, and for you, you know, at that level and that kind of dough, yeah, there's a little bit of flexibility, but I'd want to build the car the way that I want to build it. So that's what I'm trying to do. Had a communication with a couple of people. All of a sudden, I had 30 to 40 text messages. It's like, guys, here, I'm trying. As soon as there's such a desire for info out there, I guess it's a little bit of a indirect compliment. So they're like, okay, hey, I got a guy that knows what he's talking about. I need to talk to this guy. It's like, but there's no reason to go through all this until the order and what have you is facilitated. So for those of you that have responded to that email, the email address should have been up on the screen right now here on the YouTube channel. If you're looking to order a ZR1, give me your name, address, city, state, zip, phone number, specs that you want on the car. I'll put it in the queue as a sold order to have that opportunity. So when the pool of cars, whatever's remaining that they can build, that they will build, and that they will distribute, we've got the better shot of getting that for you guys, and I'll communicate with you as soon as possible and give you all the time that I need, all the time that you need before the order is actually finalized and going forward. Right now at the stage that we're talking about, it's not time to have 45-minute to an hour-and-a-half conversations. It's just not. And I understand you're frustrated, but believe me, there's nobody more frustrated on the distribution of this thing and the hide the weenie and just tell me what I got. Ah! Sorry, I had it. If I don't let that out with you guys, then I'm not being real with you on the channel. So you expect when you tune in, it's like, Rick is going to tell it like it is. He cares about us. He cares about the car. But I come to work, bro. Okay? All right. So here, using that as a segue into ZR1, this is how bizarre this stuff is. Oh, I didn't know what I was going to do for the vlog this weekend. And I've got some other stuff that I'm planning that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. We're going to talk about previous marketing of Corvette. And I'm trying to dig up a couple of previous videos and something on a VHS tape that you guys are just going to flip and you're just going to love. So give me some time to get that together. I want to get it together real soon before the spring market gets going. But I think that'll be... it's something entertaining to talk about, you know, so I do appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for the support of the channel. In regards to ZR1, I got a customer down in Florida that we sold one to, and you know, the splitter is a little bit wider than the car, but it also protrudes out from the front of the car more, so you've got to be so careful on going up those inclines and down those inclines. Well, Lou scraped his thing, so he calls me the other day. He says, hey, how much to get one of those parts? I said, I don't know, it's coming from the doctors, I'll check, blah, blah, blah. I check, yeah, it's about $2,300 to get that piece. Here's the problem, though. As soon as we go in to order the piece, bam, service bulletin. So we get this service parts restriction regarding ZR1 carbon fiber. So the condition they described, the 2000, this is funny how they do this, like they're selling you the car. It says right here, I'm going to read this to you guys, you'll love this. Okay, so it gets you all pumped up, and they drop the bomb on you. All right, condition. The 2019 ZR1 is General Motors' quickest, fastest, and most capable vehicle ever produced. In order to help achieve such levels of performance, the vehicle's design and manufacturing processes utilize many lightweight materials throughout the vehicle. This aids in reducing the overall mass of the vehicle. Traditional vehicles use parts and components made of steel, aluminum, and plastic. The Corvette ZR1 also employs extensive use of carbon fiber throughout its construction. This material is very strong, very lightweight, and making it an ideal material to use. Cause of the restriction. Due to the limited parts availability for these exterior carbon fiber ZR1 body parts, GM has put a parts restriction on the following items: hood, splitters, air dam, blah, 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 blah. Anything carbon fiber on this car is not available. Oh, so he wanted to order another splitter. That's the point. He wanted to order another splitter, and so here's well, now that's just to let you know it's not available. But here's, if you want to have a shot at getting a splitter, here's what you got to do. This is bizarre, man. How about this for just a real quick vlog? Just, I told you guys, man, I can turn that camera on, just talking. So what you have to do to get the part, you have to take pictures of the damaged area. You have to email them General Motors, and then they'll determine if they actually will send you a part that you're paying for, or Lou wants to do so. That's what they got to do. Please send us a picture of the damaged area. I wasn't going to do like a tweener vlog before a Sunday coffee with Conti, but you know what? What the heck, man? This is crazy. You're going to like this guy. This gives me a chance to inform you guys. It gives me a chance to vent. It gives me a chance to make more content. Oh. Hopefully I can get him on the phone. He's a pretty busy dude.
Your call has been forwarded to an...
At least it gives you guys some kind of idea what's going on in current market with ZR1. There's still a desire, there's still a want. I got a link down below for some cars I've got available. I've got that used blue one that's still available, 4,700 miles. It's about 10 grand off what you'd get on a new one, a ZTK car. For those of you that are just joining us on the channel may have missed where we talked about that's available. We've got an orange one that's still in stock and available. I've had 3 guys, I'm going to buy the car. Okay. It's still here. So it's some really crazy situations. You know, we can't title stuff in dealer name and that kind of stuff. You know, that's against the Chevrolet policy. So that's why, you know, some of those deals haven't come together. But thanks for the consideration and that car. And when you get, you know, I guess, man, I wish I had gobs of money, because I just love being behind the hood. You know, I like being behind the hood. I love the big wing car, but I would change the tires out entirely. I would just, those track tires, bye-bye. I'll never use them to the way that they're intended to be used. But I love when you're sitting in the car and you've got that little bit taller hood, man. Boy, that's just, it's really cool. It really is. No, it's just the whole car. I don't care if you're in a Stingray. I don't care if you're in a ZR1. My gosh, this car is really, truly set up to be a driver's car. Okay, so this unexpected mini vlog that we're talking about ZR1, you know, real quick while we're waiting to get a hold of Lou on the phone. I'm hoping that I get a hold of Lou so I can share that with you guys on the vlog. I think you'll enjoy him. Just because he tells it like it is too. He's pretty cool. But the pictures I show you guys a lot of times of the cars, you know, that are here in the lot, you know what I like is when I see the car when it's where it should be, at home, in your driveway. Paul in Washington State, great picture. Yeah, buddy. Congratulations. Thanks for everything, man. And no, I've not learned how to use the drone you bought me yet. But weather's going to turn a little bit here, and I'll get some really cool footage. Thanks to you, man. Hey, Lou, sorry to bother you. I know you're busy, man. I figured I'd call you rather than text you. How you doing?
That's all right. Good. How are you?
Good. So here's the deal on trying to get that splitter for your ZR1. And kind of what we talked about, I was worried about.
I called the guys in Canada. They don't have it.
No, yeah, oh, the ACS composites, yeah.
Because I had looked everywhere, and I had actually looked on their website before, but they called me back.
Okay.
They did not make it.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. Nobody.
He recommended GM.
Yeah. Nobody's got it yet. So here's what you got to do. You got to go into your Chevy dealer. We can't generate it. They got to generate a repair order. They got to take a picture of it, and they got to send it to GM, and then GM will determine if they'll be able to supply the part. Because the parts are so limited, they just don't want to have people just order a bunch of splitters. So they got to see what the reason is. So it's about $2,300 for it, but you actually have to go through that process. The guy's got to email a picture and stuff. I thought that was a little bizarre, but kind of expected it, knowing, you know, the situation with the carbon fiber, you know, for ZR1.
Well,
so.
I mean, it's not that bad. I did what I had to do.
Right.
I mean, it's not hanging off the car.
Right.
It's on the bottom that it's busted.
Yeah, shoot.
All right.
All right, man. Well, I got that info for you.
Do you have a part number for it? Or you don't have? They probably have it, right?
If you want to hang on a second, yeah, I got a part number for it. Yeah, my parts guy called up there and everything. He went through all the steps. Okay, part number is 842 00567.
Oh,
Let me know when you're ready.
842
567. All right, so there you go, guys. Just a quick vlog talking about current marketplace, sharing yours and my frustration with the ZR1 situation. But give it to you real. If you guys want to be connected to Corvette, you want to be connected to the marketplace, you want to be connected to the customer, plus a guy that loves a car and sells a car, this is the channel to be on. Appreciate your support. Subscribe to our channel. Thumbs up this video. Make a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. I love making content for you guys. I've got all kinds of ideas. I want to do these in, you know, where they don't get buried, but I want to do them in proper succession. But sometimes stuff like this, in a conversation, I figured, hey, what the heck, we do it now. But the content that I put out there for you, I want it to be informative. I want you guys to have fun. I want to do silly things along the way. You know I got some fun stuff coming too, to entertain you as well. That's what you go to YouTube for. So we kind of put that all in together around one car and staying busy doing it. And that's because of you. It's because of your interest and your involvement and your support and your care towards myself. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. So looking forward to seeing you on our next vlog, and that is going to be Sunday with our traditional Coffee with Conti. You guys have a great day, night, whatever it may be right now. And actually, before we close the vlog and we're talking ZR1, let's make it really fun for you guys. Let's share some raw footage of different ZR1 testing and things like that that's been going on YouTube. Put it all together and just see some ZR1s out there having fun. See you guys Sunday.